Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, when you have an advantage, you double down on it, and when you have a winning hand, you play it until that winning hand stops being winning. So the winning hand, of course, is with the Fulanis at the moment, and continuously they continue to play that hand. As guys, I bring you this. Miyetti Kutihari cautions Oyo youths, says banditry, kidnapping and national problems. So here you have it now. The lead of the Miyetti Kotehari group, their life patron, Malam Buhari, has ordered the arrest of the lead person of the Yorubas in Oyo State that is resisting the butchering of his people by the Fulanis. And to double down on that, the lieutenants of Buhari, by way of Miyetti Kotehari cattle breeders, are doubling down now with the beat down now on the Yoruba people. So again, the headline, Miyetti Kotehari cautions Oyo youths, says banditry, kidnapping and national problems. So now let's now see what chest beating is taking place here. The Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria has said that banditry and kidnappings are national problems, adding that the security agencies must be allowed to deal with them and not people taking the law into their own hands. The Miyetti Allah National Secretary, Baba Usman, said this in an interview with correspondents on Saturday, whilst reacting to the violence against the Fulani community in Igangan, Ibiripa area of Oyo State on Friday evening, when the Seriki Fulani's house and property were destroyed. Usman described the action as condemnable, saying the regional security outfits should work in tandem with the existing security agencies. Violence had erupted in Igangan, Ibiripa on Friday. The Seriki Fulani told correspondents in an interview that he, his wives and children were sent out of the settlement. He added that 11 vehicles and houses were burnt. In the process, a popular Yoruba activist, Chief Sunday Adeyemo, otherwise known as Sunday Igboho, who was widely rumored to be behind the attack, had dissociated himself and his supporters from the incident, saying some aggrieved indigents carried out the violence. The Miyetti Allah, in its reaction on Saturday, said the action was worrisome and condemnable. Usman said, "We just heard what happened and we are trying to find out what are the causes of all these things. His is an act of taking the law into one's hands. This is what should be allowed for security personnel to handle appropriately. Whenever there is an establishment of security outfits, whether in the north or south, we always advise that these outfits work together with the security agencies. The issue of this banditry and kidnapping is everywhere in the country. Didn't you see what happened in Kaduna, Zamfara and Katsina? We believe the security forces are doing their best in trying to stop this. What is taking place in Oyo is condemnable. We always say that the law should take its course. So the law should take its course, of course, but the law apparently should not take its course against a Fulani person that will come into your farmland, eat up your crops, and then chop your ori off for the effrontery of confronting him. So this is now the situation now. You are saying the law should take its course, and you have been saying the law should take its course since 2015. Slowly but surely, Yoruba people have been driven out of a Yoruba land because farms in Yoruba land and really Igbo land as well are now no-go areas now for Yoruba and Igbo people, because of course you can go to the farm, but there's no guarantee that you'll be coming back from the farm. And why is this the case? This is the case, of course, because of a Fulani from Mali, Chad, Niger Republic and everywhere else already occupying that forestry area and farmland regions of the southwestern and southeastern regions and taking ownership of it. So now you're now trying to ask them them to leave is not something that will be advised. You getting the security agencies to get them to leave is not something also that is an option that is open to you, because the security agency will deal with you for having the effrontery to ask them to go and drive people out of your land. And even if they are cooperating, they are still asking you to come and bring petrol and give them a lot of money so that they can just go there and tell them to keep the peace and leave again. And they make the two of you sign an undertaking that you will keep the peace. So keep the peace is somebody on your land and you can't move him, and the police is telling you to keep the peace, but then the guy is still on your land doing as he wills and like he owns the place. And then when you take direct action now to chase this person off your land, then you get Sunday Igboho. You get an order for your arrest from Aso Rock, and of course in the process of that arrest, we all know that is a bye-bye birdie to Sunday Igboho. This is what they were hoping they had done to Sowore and Nnamdi Kanu before they became a thorn, because before they became thorns in their flesh. So they are now moving quickly now to finish this guy off now before he gains any real potency. But a bad move is what this would be, because a lot of people are threatening action if this guy is done harm to. A lot of people are threatening action if this guy is done harm to, but the Northerners have always been of the belief that the Southerners are all noise and no action. So a lot of threats have now been made of action now, and this guy will be arrested. But then what happens after that is the question, because the Southerners, as we know, they will write a lot of columns in the newspaper, make a lot of noise on social media, and this guy will spend at least the next 3 years in a Kuje prison kicking his heels. This is the narrative as is most likely to play out, but will it play out any differently? Will this deviate from the norm that we know of the Nigerian space is the question. Come answer that question in the comment section. Come speculate on what you think the fate of Sunday Igboho will be. Do you think this arrest will be effected, a direct order not just from the IGP but from the presidency to the Igbo Commissioner of Police of your state? Or do you think that this arrest will take place but there will be no consequences? Or do you think that there will be consequences? Plenty to discuss. Let's have these discussions in the comment section. So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation up with you in the comment section, but here I say peace.